Ryla Companies has been acquiring timberland in northern Minnesota since the 1950s. The Sugar Hills property is about 1,600 acres. We operate this as a working forest, mainly managing hardwoods and some conifers. This is our first and only piece of timber with forest legacy easement on it, and we didn't enter into this lightly. We really researched this, and in the end it came together at the right time for us.
This area, ecologically, this is a unique type of forest, and certainly our easement reflects that intention of protecting some of the values of this type forest.
It is an example of a thrust moraine, and what that means is that it's got steep rolling topography with pockets of wetlands and seepage areas and ephemeral ponds, and it contains a 14-acre lake called Long Lake. It also contains Big Thunder Peak, which at 1,700 feet is one of the tallest named peaks in Minnesota. And all those features make this an awesome area for the ski trails, about 25 kilometers of cross-country ski trails on the property, and it also makes it a haven for wildlife.
In addition to white-tailed deer, timber wolves frequently use the area, bobcat, occasional lynx, there's ruffed grouse, hawks and owls are very common. It's also a good place to find salamanders. The Sugar Hills are also a very important recharge area for surface and groundwater to the Mississippi River, which is only 5 miles away. And this far north of the Mississippi, it's a clear water stream.
It also protects Grand Rapids' vibrant timber industry and provides dollars and economic value to our schools and jobs.
Sugar Hills was incredibly threatened. The landowner had received bona fide offers on this. If this was not protected, it would be gone. It would be second homes. And we know that for a fact.
It's one thing to read about timber companies and paper mills selling large chunks of land so that they can monetize those assets. It's another thing when partners, governmental units, conservation units, foundations, private landowners, communities come together and say, isn't there a better way?
And through those partnership efforts, not only was this 1,600 acres protected, but an even larger effort north of here involving about 51,000 acres was also concluded.
Not only does this project fit within our mission of protecting land for people, but it fits within our program that we call the Northwoods program. And it's really focusing on the areas, especially lakes and waters, that are under pressure from development and that are threatening the landscape that we identify with as being representative of our culture here and our history.
The end result is that we've got a working forest that's still working. We don't feel unduly encumbered in terms of our rights and abilities to manage for timber and harvest for timber in a fashion that is very sustainable. We certainly are excited that the conservation values are protected, the recreational values are protected. And the big difference about a project like this versus some of the other approaches is this is forever.
If I can be passionate about it, this is a beautiful place. And the fact that this is a permanent situation really makes that attractive to particularly northern Minnesota.
I went cross-country skiing out at the Sugar Hills site on Saturday. I went past the sign that said this is a working forest, and it felt pretty cool. And it was a group of partners that came together to make this forest legacy, Minnesota style, possible.
You know, one of the important things is the incredible amount of leverage that the federal dollars get from partnerships.
The best part about it is working with landowners, protecting their properties, conserving and stewarding their properties. We've certainly grown a lot, we've learned a lot, and recognize that to move ahead, it's going to take the same level of collaboration to make this program even more successful.
That's the story of how this forest fits into this area. It just all fits together beautifully.